Well, it's been a while since I made a video, and to be honest, it's because one, I was out of town, and two, nothing really interesting in Warframe was happening. But new Warframe came out with an event, and yeah, so got a few things to talk about. I guess it's going to be kind of a little Warframe review and build because I have one in mind. Now, again, let me point out I'm nothing like Mugamo, so I'm not going to be able to show you a full mod build, mostly because nothing I have equipped on me right now is leveled up yet. But I did my best. So the new Warframe, Mesa or I don't know. I call it Mesa. She is, believe it or not, a gunslinger Warframe. Didn't see that one coming. Well, I did have a guess a long time ago that there was going to be some kind of gunslinger frame, but people were quick to tell me that that was a stupid idea and it was never going to happen. I wish I could see those people now. But this frame is actually really surprisingly interesting. I mean, you would think with all the overpowered guns there are in this game and several trick shots and abilities and overpowered builds that, you know, what really more can guns do? Well, they made a frame around it, and it's actually rather satisfying. Alright, you all know this gun came out with Limbo, so I'm not going to go over it, but it is part of the build I have in mind. This new fancy gun, the Gamma Core, I'll show you what it does later, but I have to say, don't pay attention to its stats immediately, because it actually is better than its stats make it look. And you'll see why in a minute. And there's this interesting thing. The new weapon type, a gun blade. Even though it looks kind of weird, it is surprisingly very, again, interesting. I never want to call these weapons or frames good or bad because, you know, people always have their own opinion, but they're definitely interesting. And specifically with this one, again, don't look at the stats. Well, don't look at my stats either because I modded them already, but the stats make this thing look like absolute shit, but when you actually use it, you notice that it's actually a rather very practical weapon. And you'll see in a minute. So, alright, so I picked a quick Apollodorus or Apollodorus, whatever you want to call it, Mercury survival mission. So yeah, these are just level 4-3 Grenier, so, you know, it's not really the power I'm trying to demonstrate, it's just what she does and how these things work. So that's why that is. Anyways, so let's go over a move list. First we have, I don't know what they're all called yet. Ballistic Battery. Now, I didn't get how this worked at first, but it's actually rather simple and quick. Basically, if you notice that the weapon is getting all shiny in the center there, now every, I guess you can say, projectile damage I do is put into this little counter. If you look into the bottom right corner where all the skills are, you see that there's a little 0 in the first section. Look what happens when I shoot this guy. I missed. See how it went to 7? So basically, every time you hit something, it basically charges up this one really, well, ballistic battery. And if I can find any enemies, I'll happily show you what it does when it's at 100. Alright, so as you can see, the power number is now at 100. So, if you click 1 again, look what happens. Notice that the counter is gone, now Mesa's glowing yellow. Basically what this now means is that she has one very powerful charged shot. Yes, just one. So that's why I'm using this gun. Any kind of charged weapon really. This beam rifle thing, I forgot what it's called. Any kind of bow weapon, sniper rifles, they will become dramatically overpowered with this skill. But before I show you, I want to show you her second skill. Shooting Gallery. This is basically just a power buff, but it goes really well with the skill. So there's not really much more to explain with that. Also, once you have that charge shot made, if you shoot anything, even if you miss, it's gonna use it. So if you're trying to save it, go to melee, because it's the only way you're gonna save it without having to redo the whole thing. So hope I don't miss. See, I would have missed. I'm on the best server right now. I don't know if my capture video system will see it or not, but I'll tell you what the damage says with this gun. And keep in mind, these are just level 3, so, you know, do your own math on what it would do with like level 30 or something, but my current beam rifle thing does about 900 damage base, so let's see what this does. 5,023. From 900 to 5,023. That's quite the boost. Now, for third skill, again, kind of a buff, more of a defensive one. Basically, I know I keep saying that word, it's a shield kind of deal. I have the game audio turned down, but when you get shot, you hear like a bunch of like ricochet noise. Basically, the bullets are hitting her enough to where you don't really take in much damage. You're not invincible, but the damage is so minusculely lowered that you don't even notice the damage. And if you read the skill stats, it also says that there's a chance of the bullets deflecting back at the enemy, so that's cool. It'll be useful for really high level areas. Now her ultimate. So far I found her ultimate to be extremely overpowered. And probably will get nerfed pretty soon. I.e. see if there's no more enemies. It's kind of an auto aim function, but I think you just point in the general direction. Or actually not even that, she kind of shoots on her own, but yeah. This skill has been I've seen overpowered. I took the skill completely unranked when I just unlocked it to like a level 23 Grenier survival, and it was one hit killing all of them. So I want to say now, don't get too used to it. Probably I am more than, if you're reading the conversation, if I might edit it out or not, they're probably likely gonna nerf this frame very quickly because she is right now a total beast. And you know Warframe has like a no beast policy. But it is what it is. Now the other gun I want to show you is the Gamma Core, or Gamma Core, whatever you want to call it. Let's get my... oh, no energy, great. Well, this thing looks like it belongs in Halo, and it probably does, but it's a fun little secondary. Basically shoots a little flux rifle beam, I guess you can call it, or the Specta, I think it was called. That one laser pistol no one ever uses. And it's not bad. The stats look like crap, and yeah, when you have absolutely no mods on it, it is extremely weak. I mean, it was having a hard time killing Grenier at level 2, but get a good Hornet Strike or multi-shot on it and things, and it's not half bad. I likely wouldn't take it to like a Tower 3 anything, but it's not the worst secondary, and you can have a lot of fun with it. At least if you're just gonna get it for mastery points, then you'll at least have fun using it before you get rid of it. Its range isn't too bad, and yeah, it does mostly magnetic damage. Actually, it does all magnetic damage. But I put Toxin on it just for Grenier because, you know, toxic reasons. So it's not the worst thing. And again, keep in mind, it's just level 3. You know, I'm not trying to show off or anything. I just want to get these weapons in Warframe reviewed. And I know I'm not like Mugambo, I probably suck, but this is just my little thing. So that's really all there is to say with this one. Has a cool little reload animation. Alright, last but not least is the new Gunblade thing. The Redeemer. Ouch. Well, that wasn't redeeming. But I believe that the stance mod is called High Moon for this Gunblade thing. And I have not found it. It's very hard to find. I think it's currently still going for, I think, like 100 platinum in the trade market, so I'm just gonna wait till then. It drops from the new infested enemies, which I have grown to severely hate. This new recent update has made the infested so overpowered. Remember that useless poison mod that no one ever used because it was useless and because there was no more infested for a short while? Well, they're back, and you might actually want to consider trading out one of your mods for it, because the poison damage has been killing every people in my party every single time. Me included, of course. I mean, I even get into my Excalibur, my Frost, my Ember, and they are just effortlessly taken out by the poison. It is ridiculous. And I think my game froze. No. Up, host migration. Up, I'll be back. Well, that happened. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, this thing. So it's not a half bad melee weapon, but it does act as a good gun, which is odd, but kind of cool. This whole update has basically been for really gun eccentric people. So as you just probably saw, it's a charge. Hold on. Sorry, the ultimate's just too cool to not do. This Gunblade is, well, a Gunblade. There's not really much I can say to explain it. It's two blades side by side with a gun in the middle. Again, really? So, it's not the best weapon, at least not so far. Nothing I have on right now is level 30. So, I'll probably do another video once they're all maxed out, but so far these guns and weapons are not half bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. The only super positive thing I can say about this Gunblade thing is that it's really good when you're fighting a Grineer or anything and it just keeps trying to run away as you swing at it. Because of that right there. In the combo, without the stance mod, good. After a variety of swings, you do one shot. And this is a shotgun, keep in mind. So, don't get too comfy, you know, with infinite ammo. But this is a very utilitarian weapon. I hope they make another one, probably, you know, cooler looking in my opinion, but it's not bad. This is not a half bad weapon. See how that guy's running away? I was able to shoot him because he was too far away. So it's really good for utility like that. And I missed. You can also just hold down your fire button. I don't know if you're going to play with controller or not, but PC's case is hold down E. And you can't just shoot holding down E. And it's infinite ammo, so enjoy that. And it's very strong. Like the gunshot, it's actually very powerful. So, again, don't be too surprised if a lot of this stuff gets nerfed to hell, because, yeah. If you played Warframe long enough, you know really cool things don't last too long. Bye-bye. Alright, well, back to the ship. There's also a new rifle infested thing, but I'm not gonna get it because I just don't like infested weapons. They're too weird. These are new. Dual Decurion, I believe it's pronounced. It's an arc-wing dual pistol kind of deal. So those are fun. I have no idea how to get them, but if I ever do, I'll probably make a video about it. So, if you like the video, please leave a like and respond. Comment and subscribe if you feel like, and I will see you all in the next video. See ya.